everybody, Styx here at TheTokenMinorities, bringing you another episode of Styx versus the top of the ladder. And yeah, I know, I've been bombarding you with UU, but this is a different team than the ones I've used before, so it counts as another tier, right? Not really, but I at least like to think that it's somewhat entertaining when I use new teams as opposed to the same team over and over, and especially getting high ladder matches with these teams. But anyway, this was obviously during the Superior Suspect test, and I decided that, you know what, why not? I'm going to indulge in using the threat myself, so I decided to make a team based around Superior and a sub-DD Mence, which focuses on the rocking and rapid spinning core of Blastoise and Nidoqueen, who are huge threats in themselves. They have surprising synergy against the spinners and spin blockers in the tier, so they work really well together. And of course a Scarf and Fernape, which I always have to have on every single UU team ever, and a Vaporeon just because Vaporeon's cute. But anyway, without further ado, we'll just go ahead and jump right into the battle. He leads off with Aerodactyl. I actually completely predicted that. Yay, go Mitch. And led off with my Blastoise, who I'm just going to fire off an Ice Beam. I don't care what he wants to go into. If he wants to go into his Tentacruel, it's okay. I can try to burn it later. But he decides to go into his Superior, which is amazing because I will get heavy damage off on him. But unfortunately for him, I get a crit. That crit did matter because Mega Blastoise did not have a chance of KOing the Superior. However, it won't matter later because you'll see. But anyway, he goes into his Tentacruel right here as I don't want anything to do with what that Tentacruel is going to do. So I decided to switch my Blastoise out, go into my Nidoqueen as he goes with the Acid Spray. I've never seen that before, but I actually really like it because it allows it to beat specially defensive walls and such like that. Like my Nidoqueen right there, I could have fired off an Earth Power, but nope, because I switched it on an Acid Spray, I just died. But here, I'm going to bring in the threat itself. If he wants to go for Acid Spray, hey, that's some free special defense for me, as I'm just going to fire off Leaf Storms. And ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly why Superior needs to get banned. It is way too powerful, and there's no Ferrothorn and Heatran to be able to stop it down in UU. Bronzong is the closest thing, and look at that. I am taking on a defensive Bronzong 1v1, and I am wrecking it. Superior is way too strong, and it needs to go because it beats every special wall one-on-one, as the special walls can't do anything to it. In fact, Florges potentially could even make it stronger with Moonblast. But anyway, right here I'm indulging. I kill off the Bronzong, which is great because that means no rocks for him, depending on what his team build was. But he goes into his Aerodactyl. I do not want to take an Aerialist, so I'm just going to go into my Vaporeon and fire off a Scald, maybe pass some wishes, I don't know, whatever shenanigans I'm feeling up to. As he goes for the Stone Edge, does a good chunk, but it will not 2-hit KO. However, this does show me that I cannot switch in later on anything if I want my Vaporeon to be able to wall his Aerodactyl. As he goes into his Tentacool right here, as I just decide to go for a Wish, I want to get some health back. I really don't care what goes on. But right here, I see this as an opportunity to heal back up my Superior, as nothing Tentacruel does will be able to kill me from this point. And I will be able to heal up my Superior to take on the Florges, Crocodile, and Tentacruel later, because he won't be able to Life Orb stall me anymore because of how powerful I get. I'm just going to go for the Leaf Storm right here as I am back up at full, get up to +2. That will be an easy 2-hit KO on his Tentacruel as he goes. So the Acid Spray does a nice chunk to me, but hey, give me that Spidef. And I could go for Giga Drain right here, but I really don't want to risk the Liquid Ooze, as it would screw me over pretty hard. So I'm just going to go for another Leaf Storm, knock out that Tentacruel. And Superior's sitting at +3, +2, or +4, +2, but that doesn't matter at all because Aerodactyl just comes back in. I don't want my Superior to die yet because it can 1v1 Florges and Crocodile, as I am just going to go and sack my Salamence right here. Salamence really wasn't going to be doing anything at this point, particularly because he decided to save his Florges. So yeah, I just decided to sack it right here. Salamence, you didn't do much, but you've done enough in other battles, so I still love you, kinda, sorta. But now that his Aerodactyl is sitting out there all alone, I decide that I'm going to go into my Blastoise. I will get poisoned, but I do have the chance to rapid spin away these hazards or I could just fire off Scalds to get burns on something. I don't really care what. As right here, I am just going to go for the spin. I'm pretty sure I can take 2 of whatever Aerodactyl wants to throw at me. Also, I don't think he'll want to stay in, potentially die, because Aerodactyl is his only check to my Superior at this point. So I just get rid of the Toxic Spikes and goes into Florges, and we just kind of have somewhat of a little stall war right here going off, as I don't want to switch in anything because Infernape and Superior will take some good damage. But I decided to go into my Vaporeon because I see this as an excellent opportunity to get my Superior back up with a Wish, as Superior is the only thing that can take on Florges at this point. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that everything that I had for Florges, aka one Pokemon, which was Nidoqueen, is dead at this point. So I have to rely on Superior and play very carefully with it. Otherwise, the Florges will just wall me to eternity, and nobody wants to see that, right? But basically, we just have a standstill, as nothing Vaporeon can do much to Florges, but at the same time, nothing Florges can do much to Vaporeon. So we're just kind of exchanging weak attacks and wishing back up to full. He could use this as an opportunity to wish, but it really would be in vain, as all of his pokes are at full health. Except for his Florges, which is out against my Vaporeon, and also he doesn't want to risk a Rogue Scald hitting the Crocodile or the Aerodactyl, as I finally get a burn on a Scald, as I do get my wish, and I'm going to go for one more wish right here, as I do think he is just going to go for the Heal Bell or Aromatherapy. Does Heal Bell get blocked by Soundproof? I'm not sure about that. Somebody comment, please let me know. I've no clue. But anyway, I think that he'll want to Wish up right here, just in case I crit burn with Scald. That would potentially be able to take him out. So I am just going to Wish Pass to my Superior right here, as he does go for the Wish like I predicted. And Superior is once again back at full health, in against the Florges, which means I just get to fire off Leaf Storms. However, I did predict him to want to Wish Pass to his Aerodactyl to take the Leaf Storm, as he would be brought up pretty much back to full right here. So I am going to switch into my Blastoise. I do get that prediction right, as he does bring it in, and I'm just going to fire off a Scald right here. I have no reason not to. I don't really need Blastoise anymore, so I'm just going to keep firing off Scalds and killing stuff. But yeah, Florges comes in, takes a decent chunk from Scald, and I'm just going to try to switch back into Superior at some point to be able to take it on, as he will Wish right here, but I know that if he wants to pass it to his Aerodactyl, that means his Florges will not be able to switch into any of my attacks anymore, so he'll probably just want to take the Wish for himself, as I am just going to go for another Leaf Storm, get up to +2, as he won't go for the Protect, he'll probably go for a Moonblast to get some damage off, and that does a really surprising chunk. Florges is a lot more powerful than I give it credit for. And right here, I kind of predicted him to sack his Crocodile, but I really shouldn't have. I should have just gone for another Leaf Storm, as unfortunately Superior will only have one hit after this turn. Even if I go for Giga Drain, I shouldn't get that much back. But either way, Superior is now at 23%. All he has left is his Aerodactyl and Crocodile, both of whom Vaporeon can beat 1v1. I also have the Scarf and Infernape, which will be able to outspeed and 2-KO both with close combat. As I am just going to sack Superior right here. No reason to save it. It had done its job. It completely wrecked a team. And I'm just going to go to Vaporeon, and I could be that guy. I know I can just go for Scald and win, but I wanted to be safe. My inner Jolt is coming out, I guess you could say. And I am just going to go straight for the Protect, because I didn't want Stone Edge to 2-KO me to where I needed a Wish or anything like that. But he brings in his Crocodile, as I am just going to go straight and sack my Blastoise to see what he wants to go for, as he goes for the Earthquake. KOs my Blastoise, but this means I do get a switch into Infernape, and I will be able to KO something with close combat. Crocodile will be O-Code, Aerodactyl will be 2-Code. Doesn't matter at this point. I have the game in the bag. Even with some crits, I think I could, I think I have the game. But Aerodactyl right here, easy 2-KO. He can't switch into Crocodile. Crocodile will get O-Code, and it will have all been for naught, as Aerodactyl will go down right here. And all he has left is this Crocodile, which will intimidate me to where I won't be able to OHKO it. But it doesn't matter, because Vaporeon does come through anyway. Even Choice Banded Earthquake will not kill me at this point, as Close Combat comes close, but no dice, as he will be able to just absolutely just dead dead Infernape. Infernape all over the place. That I was at .4 defense. I think that was like -3 or something like that. And yeah, that was a Choice Banded Earthquake, as you can see by the damage right here. And Vaporeon will be able to come through, get a nice Scald off, KO the Crocodile, and yeah, that will be the game. Looking at this guy's rating, he was at 1330, and this was a little bit earlier in the suspect testing. I didn't get around to narrating it until now, but at the time he was around number 32 or something like that. But either way, that's the game, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And this is Styx signing out. Why not? See you guys.